And he is the House Majority Whip, Congressman Steve Scalise. For the first time I'm seeing you since you were shot, and we were all praying for you, and to see you in person is awesome. It's good to see you.
Great to be with you here in your new studio, Sean, and thanks for the prayers.
Really I know, I can't believe they finally may think I'm actually going to last a day.
They might keep you around. You got to keep this business.
Let me start with Greg Jarrett on the legal side of all this. Is there anything that I'm saying in my opening monologue about the president's powers that the media is wrongly reporting tonight?
No, you're absolutely correct, and so is the president, and legal scholars are correct. The Constitution is silent. It doesn't put a limit on the authority of the president to pardon any person, and that would include himself.
He can initiate a DOJ investigation?
Absolutely.
Stop one?
He can stop one, initiate one. He can do anything he wants.
Can he be charged
has the
with
constitutional
obstruction?
authority. No, he can't be. In the case of Michael Flynn, hoping and wishing that something happens is not obstruction. Firing James Comey can be done for a reason or no reason at all. Comey admitted that himself. So there's no obstruction.
And there was an exculpatory piece in the Comey memo that actually said, Donald Trump said to me, if anyone around me is doing anything wrong, go after them.
Right. He wanted to continue the probe to get to the bottom of it. And that is the greatest exoneration statement in all 7 memos.
Amazing. Sarah Carter, let's go to you. You have been investigating this from day one. Let's talk about where is this IG report? Because now I'm hearing it may be delayed for another 2 weeks. How long does it take for one report to get out? Or I'm hearing they may release it on Friday in the lead up to the Trump summit with North Korea in Singapore.
Well, certainly Inspector General Michael Horowitz's office is very tight-lipped about this. I mean, we're hearing rumors, we're hearing about leaks. I've also heard Friday. I think that's something to watch out for.
Friday is burying the report. Friday is doing the bidding of Democrats.
Friday's doing the bidding of the DOJ, Rod Rosenstein. You know, Rod Rosenstein has still not answered Senator Lindsey Graham's letter asking him if he should be recused from this case. I know that. I spoke to Senator Graham today, and still Rod Rosenstein has not answered his letter. This is also very important. It could be developments in the future. We know that Michael Horowitz, though, is respected by a lot of people, Sean. So he is going to be very thorough.
If he releases this any day, if he releases this Thursday or Friday, he's burying it. If he releases it during the week next week when the president is in Singapore, he is burying the report to protect Rosenstein and the FBI and those that abuse power, and he's doing it to protect the DOJ and the wrongdoers.
Look, but I think also, Sean, this is going to be a very extensive report. I don't think people are going to walk away from this unscathed. I agree with you. I think playing politics here is a really dangerous thing, and burying this report could be very dangerous. Yeah. Absolutely. I would rather him wait 2 weeks as well. The American public can't be distracted. They really need to understand what was going on here. They really need to understand what was happening inside the FBI and across the intelligence apparatus when it came to this investigation.
He should release it, frankly, tomorrow and stop listening to these DOJ people that are begging him, from what I hear, my sources are telling me, to change the report. Let me bring in Congressman Scalise. Look, I think every Republican in this caucus needs to join Devin Nunes and the Freedom Caucus guys and demand that the DOJ release all of this subpoenaed material unredacted. Why are they not doing it? Why aren't Republicans demanding it?
Well, Sean, that's what we've been demanding. I've strongly supported Devin Nunes and his full committee and what they've been trying to do to uncover the facts. And look, I've shown before some of these redacted documents. In many cases, you've got an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper where 90% of it is redacted. And then when you look at what they're talking about, it has nothing to do with national security.
Well, by the way,
what do they have to hide?
One thing they say claimed in national security is the reason it turned out to be, oh, James Comey didn't think that Michael Flynn was lying. That's embarrassing. That's not national security.
Trying to protect people. And look, Sean, our intelligence agencies play an important role in our national security. They ought to want to uncover. If there's a bad apple over there, I surely want to uncover them, but the FBI should want to uncover them as well.
I have been given specific dates, specific memos. Sarah Carter, you know what I'm talking about, that would absolutely blow this wide open. And they are purposely hiding it from the American people. Have you heard the same?
I've heard, what I'm seeing is, number one, on the FISA abuses, we've raised very serious allegations, what Devin Nunes sent over in his letter, prompts some follow-up from the FBI.
Why can't Paul Ryan say, we're all going to stand together here? You want to be Speaker, would you do that?
Well, first of all, I think that we need to back our chairman, Devin Nunes, and his committee in the important work that they're doing.
Only 18 signed a letter.
Well, look, I think that there needs to be...
That's embarrassing to me.
But I also said there needs to be a second special counsel to oversee what's going on over there. Because if this is turning into a witch hunt, we all ought to stop it before...
Is it a witch hunt?
Well, I think it's becoming a witch hunt.
Becoming or is?
If they've got facts about collusion with Russia, and that's what this was supposed to be about, we've never seen any, but if they've got some, they ought to show the American people. If not, it starts to look like a witch hunt.
Dr. Gorka.
It's clearly a witch hunt. How can you obstruct justice or charge somebody with the obstruction of justice without there being a crime? We're almost 2 years into this. What is the
None.
crime that the president has committed? What is the crime? Any of the people Mueller indicted. Oh, she did. She bucket loads of crimes.
They rigged the investigation, didn't they?
But Sean, think of one thing. Every single indictment that Robert Mueller has brought, all of them, have nothing to do with Russia and nothing to do with the election campaign of 2016.
And FISA judges were lied to,
It's a
Dr.
fraud.
Gorka?
It's a fraud. Absolutely, the abuse of FISA. And we haven't even started to get to the bottom of the unmasking scandal.
All right,
when we get all of these documents, the unmasking will be the biggest crime of them all, and it will go back to John Brennan.
Exit question. If, in fact, the IG releases this report Thursday, Friday, or next week, do you agree with me he's purposely burying it?
Well, it shouldn't be buried. We're going to continue to get the facts up there,
If he does it Thursday, Friday,
it shouldn't be a Friday thing. I mean, look, whatever they do, they want the entire country to see this. They need to restore the integrity of this organization that's so important to national security. A lot of serious questions. They've got to clean their house up.
They have no dirt or a shovel. They can't bury this no matter what because of people like you.
They try. That will be a bigger scandal. I got to run. Thank you. Well, good to see you. We're glad you're
Sean,
healthy.
great being back.
God bless you.
Thanks
All
a
right.
lot.
All right.